All right, thumbs up, ladies and gentlemen. Thumbs up, like and share. Um, I wanted to address something regarding Deputy Bart Watkins. He is still putting my name in his mouth. And I wanted to address something regarding a situation that took place back in 2005 regarding the arrest when I first moved to Georgia. I was arrested for impersonating a police officer, right? Um, that case was dismissed, okay? And prior to me getting involved in the Tarasha Benjamin's missing persons case, Bart Watkins and the other white supremacists, along with some people in Autauga County, I mean, you can go look at the case. It was dismissed, right? But Bart Watkins tried to use that as a way to get out of the situation of him being a part of Tarasha Benjamin's abduction case. Um, Now, we still don't know if the young girl is alive or she's dead, but one of the things that I wanted to basically, the reason why I'm bringing this up, not because her birthday is coming up or anything, because I gave word to Regina that I would stay out of her daughter's case. I gave my word. But recently, Bart Watkins arrested individuals, two individual males, two men, who was wanting his support to deal with the fact that they were some men, they were gay men, I think, and they basically they had an argument, and Deputy Watkins arrested both of them. Okay. Um, but Bart Watkins, the two, one of the men used the articles that was written by a third party, not by me, but written by a third party against him because they accused him of violating their rights. Again, this is the second time that Bart Watkins got a complaint against him with the state attorney general in Alabama, and still yet they've done nothing about this police officer. But recently, they had used the articles that was written in Tarasha's case on him to show how very abusive and corrupt and a criminal he is. So he brings up my name again. Now, I gave my word. I said, I'm staying out of the Tarasha Benjamin's case because that was the direction of her mom, to keep me out of the case. Now, they can't do anything about the documentary because the documentary is going to happen. Okay. It's just not out yet. We have to do a lot of other things with it for it to come out, and there'll be a docu-series on TV. So they can't tell me I can't release that. But to stay out the investigation, she did not want me to continue. And that's fine, because we basically knew we identified the state trooper in the case. In fact, we did learn that he was friends with Bart Watkins. And let's also show you this, because see, I gave my word. I gave Bart the fart. I gave my word that I would stay out of the case. I said, hey, she wanted me to stay out the case. I'm going to do that. But recently, Bart the fart decided to say, and I quote, the author of these press releases, he was arrested for impersonating a police officer, and he lied to police. Number one, again, just because a person get arrested does not mean that they're guilty. Okay, so with Bart the fart and the white supremacists who believe him, what they didn't tell you is that the charges were later dropped. That's what they didn't tell you. Okay, they didn't tell you that, right? They basically just saw on mugshot.com when there was an arrest. Okay, anybody can be arrested for anything because we are living in a white supremacist system, of course. And the thing was, this happened when I was 25 years old, mind you. Okay, but he's the one that basically said he had nothing to do with Tarasha's case, though. He said that. He said, I had nothing to do with this case. But let me show you something though. If Bart Watkins was innocent, why did Bart Watkins not only show up with blonde hair and talk to Tarasha with blonde hair? And while he was working in Marengo County, he also showed up at the police search party for her. Take a look.
It's open and the investigation.
Now look, that's Bart Watkins right there. That's Bart Watkins. Okay, that's Bart Watkins. Y'all see him? He tried not to look at the camera. He tried not to look at the camera. Okay, he was working in Marengo County, but he tried not to look at the camera. Okay, let me show y'all that again. So Bart Watkins showed up at the search party for her, and
there's always hope.
He has on shaves, and he is wearing blonde hair. Okay, now as you know, Bart Watkins got black hair now. Okay, he got black hair now. But listen to this. He shows up at the search party.
Investigation ongoing.
See?
There's always hope. You know,
that's right. That's Bart Watkins.
If you don't have a body, I'm assuming that the person's still alive.
You see how Bart Watkins turned, because he didn't want nobody to for people to see that he was at the search party for Tarasha. Now, we found out that he basically was friends with the state trooper. And so he was friends with the state trooper. We finally got the state trooper's name, which is Stephen Smith Jr. Now, her birthday is coming up, so I thought I should just weigh in. But these two guys, they basically accused Deputy Watkins of harassment, false arrest, all this stuff. You know, this man has been getting away with so much stuff, man. So I wanted to put it out there because he brought me into this. I told him, hey, man, keep my name out your mouth. That's what I told him. Keep my name out your mouth. But he wouldn't do it. So him and the Van Riper family's white supremacists here, they basically is behind this closed doors, and what they're doing is they're killing people for their organs and all this stuff. So you really have to watch out here, okay? But yeah, you can go to the YouTube video, and in fact, we're going to go ahead and release her documentary this year. We'll go ahead and release it, and we'll show you how Bart Watkins is a part of the case. Now, he was wearing blonde hair when he was a Selma police officer. And when he then started working in Marengo County. Now, it's only when he got down to Autauga County is where he changed his hairstyle to black. Okay, but I wanted to just show you a lot about the what Bart Watkins was up to, and Tarasha's case, and just be looking out for the documentary, because that's pretty much the issue here of what's going on. I wanted to so when he talks about him not being involved, he's a liar. He's a liar. So a lot of people don't know about the story. A lot of people who are just drawn to the story, thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. We'll have another podcast, but let's go ahead and show people about what we're talking about in the case about Deputy Watkins. He is still out there, and he's in Autauga County right now. He's in Autauga County working as a deputy sheriff. We're going to have also a documentary that's supposed to be released this year about him as well. And so what we'll do is we'll go ahead and show you who we're talking about here.
The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children is asking for the public's help in the continuing effort to find the missing teen. On June 26, 2010, Tarasha Benjamin left home headed to the Selma flea market to do a little shopping, just like she did most Saturday mornings. But this time, she never came home.
All right, so that's who we were talking about. And so Bart Watkins, I told him, I said, listen, dude, I was not involved in the case no more. I'm out of it. But he decided to use my name again. I gave my word. I said, I'm staying away from the case. But he put me back into it by talking about, oh, that guy, he got arrested for impersonating a police officer, blah, 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 all because he wanted to cover up the crime. You understand? And so those two black dudes down there, they also filed a complaint as well against him. But like I said, man, he was involved. He showed up with blonde hair. He was involved. And like I said, we now know the state trooper. We got the name of the state trooper, Stephen Smith Jr., Bart Watkins. You don't know Stephen Smith Jr., Bart? Hey, Bart the Fart. You don't know who Stephen Smith Jr. is, Bart the Fart? Yeah, we know the state trooper that you hired, Bart. Yeah. See, Bart, we knew what you were doing when you had sex with Tarasha in the squad car, Bart the Fart. Yes. You see, these white supremacists think we're scared of them. We gave our word that we would stay quiet. I gave Regina my word that I would not participate no more in the case. But Bart the Fart keep on talking noise. I don't give a damn about him wearing a badge and a gun. That doesn't scare me. You understand? So Bart the Fart, basically, he's working in Autauga County. And let me just say about Autauga County. Autauga County is a county where the white supremacists, they like to go down to these small towns because they hid behind the race soldiers in those towns as well. You understand? And, they basically, oh, man, if you look at that town, that's the reason why he ran down there. Because in a sense of getting away with a lot of crimes, Bart the Fart had to go down there so he could be protected by the race soldiers working in Autauga County. And they told me that, hey, even if he did do this, you don't have the forensic evidence, and therefore we're going to keep Bart the Fart on payroll. You understand? So Bart the Fart has already, other people have been accusing Bart the Fart of a lot of stuff, man. It's not only this, but did you know that Bart the Fart was linked to, let's see what this is. Let's see what Bart the Fart, hold on. Let me show y'all something about Bart the Fart. So he basically put some chump charges. Hold on. So Bart the Fart put some chump charges on, and I'm going to show y'all his picture here in a minute. Hold on. I'm going to show y'all Bart the Fart's picture. But anyway, he comes in and he harassed two black gay men. Bart the Fart go and he harassed two black gay men. Okay. And Bart the Fart was talking aggressive. He's loud. Then he lied about stopping two armed robberies when he was a Selma police officer, that little stage thing that he did. We told people to watch Bart the Fart. We told them, we said, hey, y'all need to watch Bart the Fart. This man is a crooked cop hide behind his badge, And so nobody didn't believe us. Everybody was going on and they were basically defending Bart the Fart. They were saying, oh, yeah, you got accused of impersonating a police officer, so we believe this white supremacist Bart the Fart. Okay? Like, share, and subscribe. But I told Reggie, I said I was not going to get involved no more, but Bart the Fart is pissing me off. Now, these two men who Bart the Fart arrested in Autauga County, they have a right, Bart the Fart, to use any articles that they feel that it's necessary that is going to then pin any civil rights violations and charges against you because you are a corrupt cop. Okay, listen, we told y'all that these deputy sheriffs and these state troopers have a lot of time on their hands. When these people go missing and they're killed for their organs, what do you think? It's always a state trooper or a sheriff's deputy around in the mix. Remember the two models that had went vanished without a trace here in Georgia? The one in Carrollton County, the Johnston guy. Remember the other black model who was from Georgia? He traveled to Nevada. Remember that? They were found with their organs missing. Well, Bart the Fart and the state trooper Stephen Smith Jr. was linked to retired police officers who was engaging in the same thing. Oh, yeah, we have a lot of dirt on Bart the Fart. And what is going on now is that Bart the Fart wants to put my name in his mouth. You understand? And he was warned. He was told back in 2011 and 2012 when him and Chris Harris hired Stephen Smith Jr. to kidnap Tarasha. Remember, he was told to stay quiet so he would not incriminate himself. Okay? So, thumbs up, thumbs up. It just so happens. See, I've been talking about other things, but I wanted to address the issue because I saw that Bart the Fart was talking about when I first moved to Atlanta, how I was accused of impersonating a police officer and stuff. So we wanted to address that. Thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe, family. So yes, we're going to go ahead and release the documentary this year. And we're going to talk about how Bart the Fart was dyeing his hair blind. He was dyeing his hair blind so that when he visited Tarasha, he basically could, throw off his appearance so nobody would not see him. And then when he became an Autauga County Sheriff's deputy, that's when he changed it back to black hair. See, these white supremacists, they are very skillful in what they do. And we were just having a conversation about that police officer. Remember, we were just having that when he shot that black man in the back. Now, Bart the Fart has not been charged of anything like that. But the thing about it is he's a different type of white supremacist. You understand? He's a different type of white supremacist. See, we have to understand in the black community that since we're in a system of white supremacy, we have to understand the different types of white supremacists. You understand? A lot of black folks go out here and they are not privy to what white supremacy is. And so since they don't have the information and the knowledge, then I become the enemy because people are like, oh, you always bringing up racism. You understand? And so they will use that and say, see, you're the one who's the racist because you're bringing up racism. And I don't know how that worked, but hey, you'll have people saying that. But yeah, but since Bart the Fart put my name out there, what we're going to do is we're going to show you a picture of Bart the Fart. What we'll do, since we don't have it right here, we'll put it on the thumbnail so you'll see it every time that you see a video saying this. But I wanted to just help in the case a little bit. We know that Tarasha's birthday was coming up on the 16th, and I wanted to just talk about Bart the Fart and how him and Stephen Smith Jr. and Chris Harris, how they plotted and planned the abduction of Tarasha Benjamin. I wanted to just talk about it because I gave my word, Bart the Fart, that if you agreed not to put my name in your mouth, that I was not going to say anything because I gave Regina my word. I said, I'm going to stay out of it. Okay. But Bart the Fart, I found out that when the two guys he arrested in Autauga County, they used one of the articles that featured me. And Bart the Fart was basically saying, well, that guy got arrested for impersonating a police officer. Arrested, but never charged, Bart. Arrested, but never charged. See, the district attorney knows that they were up against a smart black man. You see, these white supremacists know that certain black people are very smart, and they basically, when you come to the wicked court system in which you are privileged to be in because of your white privilege, that's the reason why you got away with Tarasha's disappearance case. But let me just say what these guys said about you, Bart. They said, Bart the Fart, they said that you violated their rights. Bart the Fart, you and this woman by the name of Scarlett McGowan violated these two black men's rights in Autauga County. And then you tried to lie and say that another white gentleman had drug paraphernalia in his car. Now, Bart the Fart, you was out of your jurisdiction when you arrested that gentleman for claiming that he had drug paraphernalia. You was out of your jurisdiction, and you know it. And Bart the Fart, remember the sheriff department having to apologize for your behavior because they had attorneys that was prepared to sue the Autauga County Sheriff's officials. Now, Bart the Fart, here's the thing. You got promoted to lieutenant because of your white privilege, okay? Because we didn't know who Stephen Smith Jr. was at the time that you and him and Chris Harris, when y'all were linked in Tarasha's case. We didn't have that because they wanted to arrest you, Bart the Fart, in Marengo County for that rape case that you were linked to. Remember when you gave when you gave Stephen Smith Jr. the police scanner? Remember that, Bart? You gave the police scanner that you gave to the Stephen Smith Jr. That was an indication of firing you because people was trying to figure out, wait a minute, how did he get a hold of a police scanner? Now, Bart the Fart, here's the problem. We know that you have worn blonde hair before, Bart the Fart. We know that not only was you wearing blonde hair when you was a Selma police officer and when you were working in Marengo County, but we had evidence of other complaints against you that you lied about stopping those two armed robberies. Bart the Fart, when you received the Central Crime Stoppers Award back in 2012, and people were like, wait a minute. How is this officer receiving anything linked to these crimes? Oh, I know. That's because Bart the Fart have what we call white privilege. Now that makes sense. Like, share, and subscribe. That's all I got to say about Bart the Fart. But yeah, be looking out for the documentary because what we have to do is we have to go back into this case. And Tarasha's her birthday is coming up. On the 19th, on the 16th. So Bart the Fart, we were going to just basically just bring that out against you. And now that we found out the state trooper that you were friends with, Bart the Fart, the Benjamin family is going to know what really happened to Tarasha if you keep on running your mouth. Understand? Because the evidence showed clearly, Bart, that you were involved. We know that you were involved. The evidence is there, and you basically, with your brother being an attorney, you were able to buy your way out of this situation. Your brother striking a deal with the city attorney down there in Selma. Bart, we know all about it, Bart. And this is the reason why you're now an Autauga County Sheriff's deputy, because you escaped justice. Why? Because of your white privilege. Thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe.